It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and has an intimate an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I started learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Tater.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There is a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
It's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Are you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that... on the last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Tater.
Huh?
Why can't it be just like it's always been? This is my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make such a stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even be thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So just tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Tater, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
She's got depression, you dumbass.
Yep. Yay, depression! Not everybody has dealt with depression, people, though. So if you're not, like, used to the signs of it, then you're just like, wait, what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Tater? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
Yep. That's depression, alright.
Yeah.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Because she didn't want you to worry. That's what people with depression do. They put on a happy face so nobody asks what's wrong. Because you can't say what's wrong because you don't know why you're sad. You just are.
If someone is really, really happy and puts on a happy smile, they probably have depression.
Especially if they're overly happy like Sayori is. Fucking fly on my monitor. Did you really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori?
Huh?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Tater. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have wasted effort caring about me instead of doing important things.
What the fuck was I doing that was important until now? Sitting at home being a fucking otaku piece of shit? Goddamn.
Salt.
I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people say they care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. Yep, that's depression. And people who don't know what it's like to have mental illness. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do.
No, Tater. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like how it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. It's probably the best thing you can do.
Tater.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Tater.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Tater,
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make the feelings go away.
Why do I have a feeling she's gonna kill herself?
Yeah, I got that feeling too about this time, and I'm just like, everybody's gonna die.
Most likely.
And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand my feelings, Tater. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm in pain.
Yay, depression!
Yeah, that's depression.
But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow.
Yeah. It's
going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like to spend it all? What? How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. That's all you can do when you yourself do not suffer from mental illness, but have somebody you care about that does. All you can do is cry.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. Look forward to it.
That's a huge red flag, by the way.
Little bit, yeah. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right, I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Ah. Thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. I actually like this sprite of Yuri more than I like her schoolgirl outfit.
Yeah, because it actually shows how, she actually dresses.
Yeah, how proper. Anyway. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You could have always texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true.
I forget that I can text people because I don't have any friends.
I forgot I could text people because of plot convenience. I didn't think of that for some reason.
Should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. So you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right.
Yeah, stuff.
And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
That's also a very Japanese thing to do.
Also because you don't want your house smelling like shit, so clean it up once in a while.
Well, it's not even that, it's just have you seen fucking Japanese apartments?
Yeah, they're spotless.
Yeah. It's a little weird.
My office, where I just wiped off the walls and vacuumed today, would be called a pigsty to somebody who's Japanese.
My room is a fucking horrible, god-awful mess all the time. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist while in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Is that where you keep your porn?
I'm sorry.
That's where he keeps his porn.
Most likely. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
I think it's just human nature to want to peek in drawers to see what's in them.
Yeah, human curiosity.
You're just like, what's in there? Are you trying to find
Funniest
something?
thing.
No, I just want to know what's in it. It's like being given
Funniest thing.
Hmm?
Oh, go on.
It's like being given a box and then being told, don't open it. Why?
You
I
kinda
want to know what's
fucking
in it
open it.
now. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap, as if making sure to keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Ah. Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
She's wearing pants!
That was one take.
I like that she's wearing pants.
Yeah, I think she's the only character that did.
Atmospheric enhancements? Well, Sayori was wearing shorts, but I'm like, but pants!
You know.
Bitch, you look classy.
Mood lighting, atmospheric candle.
Aromatherapy.
I think she has something else on her mind for you.
If you told her that, she would be like, what? No!
She wants your butt.
She wants to touch the butt. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help our guests to a far... Wait, hold on. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place.
And then for some reason my brain's like, you want to take them to Treasure Planet.
Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity.
And cupcakes.
And for cupcakes, I guess.
Yes.
I'm determined to prove... I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're... what? It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. My brain saw pretty intense poem, and I was really confused.
I was like, hold on, what?
Fucking dyslexia.
But you have to admit, though, dyslexia is kind of fun to have. Every once in a
Sometimes
while.
where you just go, wait, what the fuck did I just read?
Ah,
Very irrelevant, but do you want to know one of my favorite words in German?
what?
Krankenwagen.
What
Do you
does
want-
it mean?
Do you want to know what a Krankenwagen is?
What?
It's an ambulance. Because the Krankenwagen takes you to the Krankenhaus. Also,
that's-
Butterfly is Schmetterling, and I think that's hilarious. I love German. It is so angry and aggressive sounding. I love how I killed you with that, too.
I really needed that. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yay! I'm funny sometimes.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's just something I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious.
Relax.
I go to bed at godforsaken hours in the morning. So
What
I
is
am just completely wide awake right now.
What is sleep? I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Are they smelly things? Oh yeah, like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. What the fuck is that?
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag.
Scented candles yet?
I planned to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room.
That is not good lighting to read at with.
No, it is not. It's
Can-
good if you want to set up a, like, green screen or something.
Yeah, but like, that is not good. Bad lighting is not good for your eyes to read in. It's bad.
This game, for some reason, it makes me want to start writing again.
I should. And yet I don't.
I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Yeah, I was wondering that too. What the fuck?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for... Oh god, she's into essential oil.
If you're using them for scents, then it's fine. If you're using them to cure your cancer, then you're stupid and you deserve to die of it.
It's a diffuser for essential oils. How similar are you with aromatherapy? How familiar are you?
How similar
with
are you to aromatherapy? I don't
I'm
know.
a little
Do I smell
dyslexic
good?
too. Shut up.
Yeah, dyslexia.
Not familiar at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere.
Smell does have a big factor in things.
Depending on the oils or herbs you use and you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. She's actually... I want to start getting like a diffuser for my mother just to calm her down sometimes.
Lavender's really good for that.
You can even feel it permeate through your body. I haven't seen that word in so long that I forgot how to pronounce it. Thank
For
you.
the longest time, I couldn't figure out how to pronounce it either. I only know how to pronounce it now because I heard somebody say it, and I'm like, That's what happens when you read a lot, and then you find words that you're just like, I don't know how to say this.
I know what it says, but I can't say it.
It's like me and fucking Pokemon names, and people are just like, that's not how it's pronounced, and I'm like, bitch, I don't care.
It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout from the small hole on top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil.
I don't know what the fuck that's for.
We're about to find out.
I just know it's a flower.
It smells a little sweet and flowery. Funniest thing, I technically have two other sisters on my brother's side. One of them is Jacqueline and the other one's Jasmine.
Your sister is a... Fuck! Stop! Fuck! We get to do this for a little bit.
Fuck.
It does sound suitable. You seem to know a lot about this. I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently and Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. I love misclicking. What are those? What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it right over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Sounds classy. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would catch the eye. It would also catch the eye of the passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea that you were so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Ugh.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks.
No.
Is it... what?
If it's giggling. God, it sounds like she's gonna fucking cry.
Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Yeah, because she's comfortable with you. She's comfortable with you. That's a good thing. Or maybe it's the excitement that she feels sharing something that she enjoys. That too.
Here's a marker, Tater. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I'm finished cutting the ribbon.
Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Hey, sounds like my bad handwriting.
Yep.
Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length, and she reaches in her bag and pulls out a pocket knife. The pocket knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves that's etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary knife. That looks really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright.
Sorry about me misclicking and fucking up everything.
The thing is, I'm kind of into knives.
As am I.
Well, I was not expecting that from her.
I think I, like, spoiled that for you a long time ago. Good thing you forgot about it.
Most likely. Having shitty memory does kind of come in handy at times.
I can remember very specific things, but, like, some other things I'm like,
What you talking about, Willis? Anyway. They're just so pretty. Okay, that's just creepy. I can't help it.
I like knives too.
I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe? What's my saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this.
Huh.
You're laughing at me. In her defense, there are some beautifully crafted knives.
Yes, I like the intricate ones. I'm one of those people that I do want a sword and knives for, like, function, but I also want ones that are just, like, pretty. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me, which is how you're supposed to give knives to people. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Why? Why would...
That is how you test the sharpness of a knife.
Well, now you're bleeding. Ow!
Tater, why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. Barely touch it at all.
It's my fault. I make these damn things and sell them on Craigslist.
Japanese steel.
I should have warned you.
Well, how are you supposed to know that he was gonna be like, I'm gonna poke the tip of it?
It's like, derp-a-derp, sharp knife, me poke myself with.
Do not touch? Let me touch it and see what happens.
That knife is extremely sharp.
I noticed.
It can cut through skin like it's paper. How the fuck did you get a knife like that?
Magic.
Now.
Small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. I just pricked my finger. She stares at it and notably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound.
Whoa!
I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Yeah, I would too. It'd be like, what? Why?
Or that could be your kink. Please forgive me.
I think it's also still the instinctual thing of, like, if you prick your finger, one of the first instincts would be to put it in your mouth.
Yeah, to see if you can stop the bleeding.
Yeah. Well, even if you burn yourself, you hurt yourself, your instinct is put it in mouth.
I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri?
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How can I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She was trying to help and it was probably an instinctual thing.
Yeah, because she's probably accidentally cut herself, too.
Yeah. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
TaterCat! Did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri looks at me like I just did something wrong. Haha. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Tater. Pot, meet, kettle.
I mean, Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri's calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
I don't get people who say, yeah, I don't have any band-aids. I'm like, bitch, why not?
That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. See, that's why he licked you. So it's not weird anymore. We resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. I mean, if you do get close enough with your friends, licking them is not that weird.
I don't know what kind of friendship you've been having, but I don't do that.
The closer you are to a person, the more people will question your sexuality.